Modernism is an artistic and cultural movement that emerged in the late 19th and early 20th centuries as a response to the rapidly changing world. It was a time of great technological and scientific advancements, urbanization, and political upheaval, and modernists sought to capture and reflect these changes through their work. The movement spanned across various fields, including literature, art, music, and architecture, and had a profound impact on the cultural landscape of the 20th century. At its core, modernism was a rejection of traditional values and conventions that had been dominant in Western culture for centuries. The movement emphasized individualism, experimentation, and a departure from the past. Modernists believed that the world was changing rapidly and that artists and writers had a responsibility to reflect these changes in their work. They rejected the notion that art should be solely for aesthetic purposes and instead sought to explore deeper philosophical and social themes. In literature, modernism is characterized by its experimentation with form and language. Writers like James Joyce, Virginia Woolf, and T.S. Eliot pushed the boundaries of traditional narrative structure, using stream of consciousness techniques and fragmented, nonlinear narratives to convey the complexity of modern life. Modernist literature often featured a focus on the inner workings of the mind, exploring themes of alienation, disillusionment, and the search for meaning in an increasingly fragmented world. In art, modernism was characterized by a rejection of realism and a focus on abstraction and experimentation. Artists like Pablo Picasso, Vasily Kandinsky, and Marcel Duchamp broke away from traditional representational art. Using bold colors, abstract forms, and unconventional materials to create works that challenged the viewer's perception of reality. Modernist art often featured a focus on the inner emotional experience, exploring themes of anxiety, alienation, and the complexity of modern life. In music, modernism was characterized by a rejection of tonality and a focus on atonality and experimentation. Composers like Arnold Schoenberg, Igor Stravinsky, and John Cage pushed the boundaries of traditional musical forms, using dissonance, complex rhythms, and unconventional instruments to create works that challenged the listener's expectations. Modernist music often featured a focus on the subjective experience of the listener, exploring themes of chaos, ambiguity, and the complexity of modern life. In architecture, modernism was characterized by a rejection of historical styles and a focus on functionality and simplicity. Architects like Le Corbusier, Walter Gropius, and Mies van der Rohe emphasized use of new materials and technologies to create buildings that were efficient, functional, and aesthetically pleasing. Modernist architecture often featured a focus on the experience of the user, exploring themes of social equality, technological progress, and the relationship between humans and their environment. While modernism was a diverse and multifaceted movement, it was united by a common desire to push the boundaries of traditional forms and to explore the complexity of modern life. Modernists sought to capture the essence of the modern world, reflecting its beauty, its contradictions, and its challenges. They rejected the idea that art should be static and unchanging, instead emphasizing the importance of experimentation and evolution. Despite its impact on the cultural landscape of the 20th century, modernism was not without its critics. Some argued that the movement was elitist and inaccessible, prioritizing individualism over community and rejecting traditional values without offering a viable alternative. Others criticized modernist art and literature for its focus on the subjective experience of the individual, arguing that it lacked a sense of universality and that it failed to address broader social and political issues. Despite these criticisms, modernism remains a significant and influential movement in the history of art and culture. Its legacy can be seen in the work of contemporary artists and writers who continue to push the boundaries of traditional forms and to explore new ideas and techniques, such as postmodernism and minimalism. Modernist principles have also had a profound impact on other cultural movements that followed. One of the most significant contributions of modernism was its emphasis on the importance of individualism and self-expression. Modernist artists and writers believed that it was essential for individuals to express their unique perspectives and experiences through their work, and this idea has become a cornerstone of contemporary culture. Modernist literature and art often featured female and minority voices, exploring themes of identity, marginalization, and social injustice. This legacy has continued to inspire contemporary artists and writers to use their work as a means of promoting social and political change. Modernism was a revolutionary movement that challenged traditional values and conventions and embraced experimentation and individualism. Its impact can be seen in the work of contemporary artists and writers who continue to push boundaries and explore new ideas and techniques. While modernism was not without its criticisms, its legacy remains significant and influential, inspiring generations of artists, writers, and thinkers to use their work as a means of reflecting and responding to the world around them. Today, we celebrate and encourage individual expression in various forms, from social media to street art. Modernism also challenged traditional power structures and social norms, particularly those related to gender and race.